What's up, guys? Justin Morgan here, carved up vegan muscle, and I'm coming to you in a little bit different kind of atmosphere today. I'm sitting here in my office, and I haven't been able to do a lot of videos because of time constraints, but so this one I'm just doing while I turned on my computer. And I wanted to talk to you about something that is a little bit different that I've been experiencing in the world of dietetics and that kind of thing, and that is how we use some of our diagnostic tools and this concept of being evidence-based versus just using common sense. And I see it a lot in the training world. Everybody wants to have evidence-based nutrition and evidence-based things, and I understand that. As nutrition professionals, we, as in the dietetics world, should be evidence-based in what we do. And I agree with that, but there are areas outside of what science is able to adequately demonstrate and research where I think that sometimes we miss the boat by um, only relying on evidence-based information, and I think that stretches out into other aspects of the world as well. And specifically, what I've been dealing with is how we determine caloric needs for patients and things that we work with. And the stance of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics recently in an article probably about 7 or 8 months ago, they kind of changed some of their stance, saying that the way that we determine ideal body weight was not evidence-based. So instead of adjusting people's body weight for diagnostic calorie needs, they want us to use actual body weight. And the problem with that is if somebody is obese and they come in at 300 pounds or 350, 400 plus pounds, we use their actual body weight. So then they are ending up, we have to make these recommendations that they're going to have 4 and 5,000 calories per day. And it's really just supporting the obesity that they're already experiencing, because as a facility in healthcare, make a if I do their assessment and I determine, well, this person needs 4,000 or 5,000 calories, then as a facility I have to actually ensure that the place where I work is going to provide that to them. And one, that's not healthy. It's not healthy to support all of that fat tissue. For the most part, if people are here in my facility, then they are laying in bed all day. They're not exercising, they're not up moving around, so their caloric needs are going to be much lower. And so we kind of don't have any good way to do that. And that kind of stretches out into some other aspects that I mentioned as well. A lot of these people that I see on the internet that are evidence-based, or they like to talk about being evidence-based and basing their things on the science. Well, at the moment, there is no good scientific tool, and I think a lot of those people use, BEE and Hamway equations and things like that to determine, at least as a baseline, caloric needs. There's no evidence-based way to do that, though. That's not evidence-based, and that's those are diagnostic tools that we've used in the past, but they're not actually based on evidence. So a lot of the people that are talking about being evidence-based and using those types of diagnostic tools to determine starting calorie needs, that's not actually evidence-based, so they can't really make that claim. Um, but then, there's also the aspect of common sense. We need to be able to say, no, this is not healthy, this is not a good idea. So, um, there's some kind of gray areas that I'm not real sure on there, and not real sure how it proceed. I have to, as far as practice goes, and the dietitians that I work under, because I work under other people. Their license represents me, so work that I do reflects on them, and they're not really sure on some of those matters either. So those are just kind of some ideas and concepts I wanted to throw out. Fortunately, I don't really have any good information, I guess, for this video, but just kind of letting you know that some of those ideas are out there. I always like the quote by Charles Poliquin that he shared on the Mike Mahler and Sincere Hogan podcast. I forget what the name of the podcast is. I just know those guys that do it because I listen to it. But he said, you don't really need evidence, or you don't really need a study to tell you that getting kicked in the balls hurts. And I think that sometimes just we lose that concept of common sense that, that really should dictate the majority of what we kind of decipher. We have to use the lens to, cipher out the BS that comes through evidence-based research. So just throwing that out there. You guys take it easy. Hopefully I'll do more videos like this. There'll probably be more coming from this area while I'm turning on my computer and getting ready for things to start up in the morning. You guys take it easy and let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you thought of the setting, if it's different than doing it at my weightlifting room like I normally do. And I'll talk to you in that next video.